What's up, guys? Welcome back to Channel 4! Another reaction. We're taking a look at Breaking Benjamin. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long time coming for these guys, I would say, because we reacted to them about a year or 2 years ago or so when they first came out with a new single, and it seems like forever, it seems like. So I was pretty excited seeing these guys coming out with some new stuff, because I thought we were going to get, some new, singles from back then when they first released their first single. I forgot what it was called, but I have to go back and check it out. But when they released that single, I was excited. I was hyped, because Breaking Benjamin has always had a special place in my heart for these guys, because I grew up listening to them, ever since Phobia to Dear Agony to all the other albums that come after that. I think I've listened to Dear Agony probably the most out of all of them, but they just always hit it hard for me. They always had a soft spot for me with that hard rock feel mixed with a little bit of metal influence. They still have the screams. Ben still does those screams when he wants to, but he has that iconic hard rock voice to him, those cleans that he always does. Just when I always wanted something heavy but not too heavy, I always like to put these guys on, especially with those catchy choruses coming on, and man, they're so easy to learn, so easy to sing along to, and I just fell in love with these guys ever since. So they've been kind of quiet for a long time, so I was super excited to check out that latest single that they released too. Like I said, it's probably been about 2 years ago now, which is crazy to think about. So I thought they were going to get like an announcement then from them, but then nothing ever happened, so they just kind of went on their own. They were probably finishing up the album, I would say. They probably just had that first single ready and they just wanted to put that out, to see what the fans would think about it and stuff like that. But we didn't really get anything else from them, at least from what I've seen. I don't know if they did interviews or did some other post teasing some stuff, but I couldn't really see anything about them. But up until now, I just saw a post recently that at their Rockville concert over the past weekend, they debuted a new single, which is kind of exciting for me, and I'm glad that they put it up on here for me to check out as well. So we're gonna check this one out for you guys today, so I'm super excited. I'm definitely excited. Hopefully this is a start of a train for new singles to come out, or little snippets here and there about little subtle announcements of them coming out with a new album. Hopefully in the fall range or so we get some more new Breaking Benjamin, a new album release. But we're just gonna have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm super excited to check this one out. But before we get started, be sure to comment on it, appreciate it, and do really help me out. If you like Breaking Benjamin just as much as I do, be sure to like on this video as well. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, checking out some awesome videos. We're just getting started on these heavy bangers, ladies and gentlemen. And also very quickly, I want to make a very quick announcement. I just released my very first original song over on my channel, so be sure to go over there, check it out, let me know what you guys think, because if you're a fan of the more hardcore hitting metalcore side of things with deep sounding breakdowns, you'd definitely be a fan of that one. So be sure to go over there, check it out, let me know what you guys think, because if you're a fan of that one, you definitely want to stay tuned for some more new stuff in the near future. So stay on the lookout for that as well. But let's get right into it. This is Breaking Benjamin's newest release track titled Something Wicked. Let's go, Ben. I've been waiting to hear some more stuff from you guys.
I can't pretend any longer. You slowly divide and conquer this way. I feel it becoming stronger. By light of dawn,
Let's go, boys. Punch it.
this way comes. And now I still know. I break, I crawl, and I lost it.
Ooh, okay.
I fall and I can't go on.
Oh, different side chorus.
I don't care if I care at all. I don't care.
Oh, very nostalgic pop punky. At least on the chorus side of things.
I cast away an imposter.
Go, boys, move me in.
Sins of the Father this way. Eyes like a ravenous monster. By light of
The way he does his growls is so iconic.
this way comes. And now I still know. I break, I crawl, and I lost it all. Yes, I fake, I fall, and I can't go on. I don't care if I care.
different chorus. Very uplifting. Ooh. Hurry it up, Breaking Benjamin! Oh, okay. Right back into the chorus. Ooh, skills. That chuggy rhythm though. Ooh! What is this? What a little surprise twist. I wasn't expecting that little, head beating action at the end there. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see you boys. I see you. Let's get it. All right, well, that was some more new Breaking Benjamin for you guys. Very different, this time around. They still got the classic, hard rocky kind of sound, tone to them with those, just muted chords, muted rhythm play style that they always do. But it's very different sounding, especially on the chorus side of things. It's a lot more pop punky, I feel like. It's a lot more like early 2000s, kind of 90s, pop punk, a little bit Avril Lavigne in a way, in my opinion. But like it sounded like very upbeat. It sounded very, kind of like more happy in a way compared to like the rest of the track, if that makes sense. But it's a very weird, drum pattern in it as well. Very different on the beat side of things. But I love when Ben does his growls. I love when he does those deep, side of high screams as well. I don't know what you would call those kind of mid to high screams that he does. It's very unique. It's very iconic. I don't really know how he does it. I don't know if he has a special technique to do that sort of thing, but no one sounds like him. I have no idea. I've never heard anyone else that sounds like this man. He's just so unique in his own way. He definitely grasps that hard rocky kind of tone in his voice. You definitely know it's a Breaking Benjamin song when you hear that guy's vocals, let me just say. But very different though. I kind of was hoping that they would do sort of like some sort of breakdown, but that was toward more the end of the track there, but we'll get to that in a second. But towards the middle of like the the bridge, or like towards like the second half of the chorus, they kind of like, I thought they were going to do some sort of like hard breaking riff down. They teased that sort of thing, but then they kind of just sped it right back into the chorus, which is kind of like, okay, in my opinion. I thought they were going to like play off that, little, subtle kind of like, dropout riff a little bit, kind of like a pre-build up sort of thing. But then out of nowhere, then all of a sudden we had Annabelle singing in my ear. We had something wicked definitely came at the end of that track, let me just say. So that was definitely surprising. I'm glad they kind of did that. They should have probably did that towards like where the breakdown should have been, in my opinion, just so it didn't, kind of felt like the song was about to end and sort of thing. So I don't know, maybe they just did that towards the end of the track just to want it to be like sort of a surprise ending, I would say. But it's very different, very definitely surprised me nonetheless, so I'm happy for that. Still has that hard rocky tone to it, still has that hard rocky tone to it, that vibe to it as well. Not as heavy as you would probably expect these guys to be, but that's just how they are. That's just how they, write heavy breakdowns. It's just that simple, it's simple rhythm chug pattern, nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy, no deathcore style gravity defying, screams or anything like that. But that's just how these guys are, and when they go hard, they definitely hit hard in their own ways. I don't know if that clip from that little girl is from something, it definitely sounds familiar. I definitely have heard the phrase "something this wicked this way comes" before. I just kind of don't remember it right now, but I've definitely heard that track before. I don't know if it's like based off something. I know it's based off like some sort of entertainment or film or movie or something like that. But if you guys remember, be sure to let me know down in the comments. But I don't know if this song's based around that sort of thing, or it's just like they just saw the song or they just reminded themselves of that and they just wanted to put it in the track. I don't know, but that's definitely cool, like little snippets here and there when bands add, like, you know, theatrics to the tracks of, like, you know, soundtracks or like other, you know, creepy, you know, sound effects and stuff like that. So I like that. I don't know if how I would compare this one to the very first one that they came out with. Isn't, like I said, it's been a long time since I heard that one, so like I kind of have to go back and check that one out. It gets a lot more heavier, more punchier that one that time around. Like I said, I don't really remember the first one, but for what I remember, I think I like that track a little bit more compared to this one. But this one's definitely unique. It stands out in their own way. They're definitely trying some new things that they didn't really do before, I would say. Well, at least from what I remember from back in the day. But either way, man, very catchy on the chorus side of things, very upbeat, very easy to sing along to as well. These guys always have amazing song lyric and songwriting, man. These guys just know what they're doing. They definitely know how to keep it going after all these years. But either way, man, this just gets me more excited to see some more Breaking Benjamin, and I'll be sure to check that for you guys when that comes out in the near future. So yeah, so be sure to hit that subscribe button, especially new here, who's going through every single band challenge. Just when you want to miss out on a single one, guarantee that. And I'll see you guys in the next one.